Hello spooky friends, my name is Erin and welcome to my channel here at Erin Enchanted. Guys, it is officially fall break for me and I could not be more excited. I've told everyone I know that I am on Do Not Disturb for the weekend and I'm having my very own fear weekend. What, pray tell, is a fear weekend, you might ask? If you're an educator or you've ever been in a school setting, you might recognize DEAR days. DEAR stands for Drop Everything and Read. And I thought I'm going to do my own version, but I'm going to call it Fear Days, Forget Everything and Read. And I'm only going to be reading creepy, scary, spooky books, Halloween type movies, and also some autumnal delicacies. I have a long list of books on my list for the weekend. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get to all of them, but hopefully I can get to 4 or 5. The first 3 books on my list are all middle grade books, and the first one you might recognize from my October TBR video, and that is The Glass Witch by Lindsay Puckett. It's about a witch named Addie who doesn't think she's good enough and accidentally sets off a family curse. The second book on my list I don't know much about, but I thought it had a creepy cover. Look at that. It's called Scritch Scratch and it's by Lindsay Curry, and it's about a girl who gets haunted. The last middle grade book I have is called Ravenfall. How beautiful is that cover, first of all? I don't know a lot, except the protagonist's name is Anna and she can foresee death. Her family also owns a B&B and it's somehow in between our world and the other world, so seems pretty creepy to me. All right, guys, we have a few more books to choose from for the weekend. All right, next up is Legends and Lattes. I've heard such good things about this book and I actually have it on Audible, so I'm gonna listen to this one while I'm out running errands and going for walks and enjoying the beautiful weather for the weekend. I don't know much except it's about I don't know, is she a goblin maybe? Goblin? Witch? And she opens a coffee shop. I've heard it's really cute but kind of spooky, so I'm here for it. All right, guys, did anybody else who was born in the 80s or 90s have the book Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? Because I had that book. I know it's around here somewhere, and I was obsessed. I used to make up stories about the house next door and the neon green monster who lived there because I was inspired by that book of short stories. So I have 2 books of short stories that I'm hoping to read right before bed to give me a little bit extra chill. One of those is Ghost Tales for Retelling. And the second one, how creepy is this? It's called The Gathering Dark, an Anthology of Folk Horror. Oh, this has about 10 short stories in it. I'm probably not going to get to all of them, but I'm hoping that I can get to a few. All right. Last, my adult books. I have 3 to choose from. I feel like I'm only going to get to one of these this weekend. And I feel like I already kind of know which one that is going to be, but I don't know. I might still change my mind. All right, first is The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas. And it's about a girl named Beatrice who is living in a haunted house. Another one from my October TBR video, A Botanist's Guide to Parties and Poisons. A research assistant named Saffron Everly gets involved in a murder investigation within her department at the university that she's working at. And last, I don't know how scary this is going to be, but A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because who doesn't need a good murder mystery? All right, guys, I have on my Halloween pajamas and my haunted house earrings. It's time to go light some autumnal candles and make a spooky snack, and I will check back in with you guys tonight before I go to bed to let you know how far I am in the reading department. Bye. right, you guys, it's about 9:30. I was planning on staying up a little bit later tonight, but I am so tired and my eyes keep drifting off. But I wanted to update you on my reading journey for the evening. I did start The Glass Witch. And it is so good. It definitely tackles some heavier themes, but there's also so much humor. It is so well written. I am about halfway done. I think I already said that. Y'all, you can tell I'm so sleepy. I will update you a little bit more tomorrow. I'm gonna get some shut-eye. Have a lovely evening, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, it's Saturday. The high is 67 today, and all is right in my autumnal world. It's been 90 here all week, so definitely looking forward to this reprieve. And I've got to get out this weekend, at least a little bit. So I'm going to the farmer's market and to get some coffee this morning and for a little bit of a walk. But I am hoping to finish The Glass Witch by lunch and maybe even get into my audiobook a little bit. So I just got done with my walk at the park. Unfortunately, there was an Ironman going on, so I didn't get to go on my favorite trail, but it was still nice to get out. I'm really ready for the leaves to change though. We probably won't see that for about another 2 or 3 weeks, but yeah. Anyway, it was good to get out. Now I'm hungry. Going into Panera. I heard they have like a pumpkin squash soup bowl, so I think that's gonna be my lunch. Saturday night, y'all. It's been such a fun day. I just finished watching R.L. Stine's Zombie Town on Hulu, which was quite a treat as I loved R.L. Stine and Fear Street and Goosebumps books as a kid. But before I went to sleep tonight, I just wanted to update you guys on my reading journey for this weekend, where I am with all my spooky books. So, without further ado, I did finish The Glass Witch. You guys, it was just lovely. Addie was snarky yet lovable. I love that the book tackled such topics as ideal body image and family rifts. It truly was such a gem. I also started the audiobook for Legends and Lattes, and I'm probably about a third of the way through right now. I listened to it when I was on a walk this morning at the park and in my car today running errands. It took me a little bit to get into. Like, I had to listen about 30 or 40 minutes of the audiobook, but I am hooked. My favorite is when they call the coffee bean water. Like, every single time I am laughing. Also, the author of the book narrates it on Audible, and he does such a wonderful job with the characters' voices, so I'm hoping I can finish this tomorrow. The last book I've been reading today, and I'm hoping to finish it before I go to sleep tonight, is the ghost story, Scritch Scratch. Guys, this is really creepy. For a middle grade book, I am freaked out. Like, I've already gone to check my doors like 2 or 3 times. I have my own personal ghost story, so ghost stories kind of creep me out a little bit. Maybe one day I will tell you guys my ghost story if you're lucky. But I would highly recommend this. I really am enjoying the characters. I think I have an idea of maybe what's going to happen. I have some predictions, so we'll see how it goes. But I'll let you guys know if I finish it in the morning and catch you up on what I'm going to read tomorrow. All right, I am so tired. Oh, but you know what? It's October. This is a spooky weekend. I kind of wanted to do a spooky little oracle pull before I go to bed. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this, but I did one for my Mabon oracle deck the other day, and I just got the Samhain deck in. Here it is. Oops, can you guys see that? Sorry, my lighting is not great right now. But these cards are kind of creepy. Hold on. Look at these. Ooh, they're really pretty. I do not have the time or energy to put them all out right now. Sometimes when I'm doing an oracle pull, instead of shuffling them and spreading them out in front of me, I will wait and have a number come into my head, and then I will count down the cards and I will pull that card number. So we're gonna do that for ease today. I say today, this evening. It's like almost 10 o'clock. All right. Let's see what comes up for us this evening. Maybe what we need to know. Okay, the card number that came to me was number 17, so we're going to count that out. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right. Let's see. Okay. We got the card Frog. All right, I had to get my flashlight out to read this. First of all, let me show you the image. Can you guys see that? There we go. May the lily beneath your breasts allow you to drink from its healing waters. Be still, for there is serenity behind the drowning croaks. That feels a lot like Don't Be Scared of Death. Oh, that one is kind of spooky. I don't know how I feel about that card right now. It's been a long day. I'm going to think about that one. I don't know if it means anything for you. All right, guys. In all seriousness, I am so tired and I really want to finish this book before bed. Have a wonderful night and I will see you guys in the morning. Bye. Good morning, spooky friends. It is Sunday morning and I am well rested. I did finish Scritch Scratch last night and I have to say I was surprised with the ending. I really loved it. It was heartwarming yet spooky. Highly recommend. Today I am planning on reading an adult book and finishing Legends and Lattes on Audible if I can. I still haven't quite decided which book I want to do. I think I know, but it's still, I'm going to take on both to the park and it's going to be up for grabs. It's either going to be A Botanist's Guide to Parties and Poisons or the Hacienda. I think I'm going to go with the Hacienda. I think I need a haunted house this weekend. I've already done a ghost story, so we'll see. I am running a few errands today. I am meeting a friend for lunch, and of course she recommended that we go to the cafe that adjoins our local bookstore, so you know what that means. I'm definitely going to be meandering through the aisles of the bookshop. My wallet is not going to thank me. I already went to Barnes & Noble yesterday. I have a problem. Guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to go to the park to read for a little bit, meet her for lunch, and then I am dog sitting a little bit later tonight, so maybe I'll show you some cute dog pics. Anyways, I'm going to get to reading. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you later tonight. Bye. And I did a little damage. I'm going to show you two of the books that I got. The rest are going to be probably on my November TBR, but look how fun these are. All right, I got this graphic novel called Garlic and the Vampire, and it looks so cute. I don't know much, and I don't even usually do graphic novels, but I have wanted to try one, and this caught my eye at Barnes & Noble yesterday, and then I saw it again today, so I thought, well, that's a sign. But look at these illustrations. I mean, they are so beautiful and very fall-y. So I may try to finish this one by the end of the month. It's by Bree Paulson. Okay, the next one I saw yesterday at Barnes & Noble as well, and I didn't get it, but I did today, and that is Murdle, Volume 1. So I guess it's kind of like Wordle, except it is mystery logic. So basically you have little mysteries to solve and you use your logic and skill to solve these puzzles, and they have 100 of them. So this is kind of like a little example, and I just think it sounds really fun to do. I feel like I could do one of these a day to really sharpen my detective skills. I don't know. I want to show you the rest. I did too. I can't believe I bought 4 books, but it's fine. Everything is fine. All right, I didn't go to the park earlier just because of time, so I'm gonna go now. Spend a few hours outside. Talk to you later. Hey y'all, it's Sunday night. I'm about to head to bed, but I wanted to give you a quick update on my reading for the day. I am about a third of the way through the Hacienda and it is fabulous. I think it's gonna be a 5-star for me, but again, you never know till you get to the end, so I don't wanna jump ahead. But it's so spooky so far. Just the description of the home and the home almost being alive is very creepy. Oof, it gives me goosebumps. Okay, on the other hand, I just finished Legends and Lattes on Audible. And I know there was a lot of hype about this book, but I'm gonna be really honest. I'm a bit underwhelmed. Guys, listen. Any author who puts their work out there, I'm amazed. I'm amazed by them. But this story just didn't hit it for me. I felt like there could have been a lot more as far as character development and world building. And there was never a point in the plot where I was like, oh, I can't wait to find out what happens next. It was nice. It was cozy. If you love coffee shop vibes and you don't want a fast plot, any big plot twists, anything like that, you may actually really love this. For me, it was fine. I mean, I didn't hate it by any means, but it was just okay. I don't know if I'll read this second book or not. But you guys, I'm going to tell you the truth. And it's only my personal opinion, and what I enjoy might not be what you enjoy. So again, if you like coffee shop vibes, you just want to not stress out about what's going to happen next, then this might be the story for you. All right. I wanted to recap all of the books, but I'm really tired. I'm actually not at my house right now because I'm dog sitting. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning when I get back home and go through and kind of rate the books that I read this weekend. All right, good night, y'all. Hey y'all, it's Monday evening and I was fully planning on doing this recap this morning, but the day was just crazy, so here we are. But before we get started, I just want to go ahead and tell you guys, because I haven't really rated books because this is like my second video. A 5-star book for me is very rare. 5 stars for me is like, I can't stop thinking about it. I'm thinking about it the next day, whether it's the characters, whether it's a plot twist, whether it's an emotion that it evokes. So it doesn't happen very often. A lot of the books, if I like them, they're going to be like 4.5 stars. To me, a 3-star is a book that I didn't really like very much. For me, a 1 or 2-star would probably be a book that I didn't finish, but then it's like, is it fair if I didn't finish it to give a 1 or 2-star? You know what I mean? So you probably won't see a ton of 1 or 2 stars. I probably just won't finish those, to be honest. But that's just me. That's just me. This weekend was so cozy. It was just what I needed, and these books definitely helped me evoke this feeling. All right, let's dive in. Let's do a little recap. So, first, The Glass Witch. Loved it, loved it, loved it. 4.5, 5-star, 4.5. Ooh, this one's hard. I definitely was thinking about this the next day, so I'm gonna go with a 5. This was so delightful, charming, beautiful, a wonderful middle grades book. Mwah. Scritch Scratch. Thoroughly enjoyed. 4-star. Legends and Lattes. All right. I gave this a 3-star on Goodreads. Probably would be a 2.5 for me, but I had to give it to them because it says that it's a cozy fantasy with low stakes. So maybe I am just not a cozy fantasy with low stakes kind of gal. I did feel like there could have been better character development. The coffee shop, I felt could have been a little bit more interesting if they had geared it towards like a fantasy world. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really loved when they were describing the food. I'm not gonna lie, I was transported. And I thought that the author did a really wonderful job narrating the Audible book. I think this was just not for me. But if you want something on in the background that just makes you think of like being in a coffee shop, then this really might be for you. So, you know. All right, the Hacienda. I am about a third of the way through. I haven't finished it, so I'm not going to rate it yet, but I think it's going to be 4.5 or 5 stars. It is so good. I'm actually going to read it tonight once I get done filming this and editing my last video. But I just think the writing is fantastic, and already the characters, I'm intrigued by Beatrice. I'm intrigued by Andres, the priest, and I'm also intrigued by her husband's sister. I think her name is Juana. You say Juana? Anyways, I will completely review this on my October recap once I am finished. Now, one book I was a little sad I did not get to was The Gathering Dark, and this is short stories, and I'm going to try to do a few of these by the end of the month still, because I just love short stories. Again, that Are You Afraid of the Dark, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark vibes from the late 80s, early 90s. I think these look really creepy, so I'm sad I didn't get to them. But honestly, guys, the reason I didn't get to them was because of Murdle. Not a book to read, but like I've already done like 5 of these puzzles. Like I'm just playing Nancy Drew. Can you see this is one that I did? It's kind of like Wordle, except you solve the mystery and they give you clues and they get harder as you go. So like, hold on a second. Okay, do you see how like that graph is, not graph, that little, I don't even know, table is bigger. So they get harder. There's like keys to crack, there's exhibits. I love this. I feel like, I mean, I know the holidays are a little ways off, but this would be a great gift for any book lover or any mystery lover. I mean, there's a volume 2 and I think I'm going to put it on my Christmas list for my family. So, all right. So that was all that I got to this weekend. I'd really hoped to maybe get a little bit further along, but honestly, I ended up being a little bit social and going with the flow. It was a weekend I really needed, so I didn't want to pressure myself to just read the entire weekend when I was feeling some other things. It was beautiful weather. It was lovely, guys. Thank you for coming along with me, and I hope that you'll tune in to some of my next videos. If you like this, I would love for you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to support me and my channel, you can check out the link below. I have a bookshop link through bookshop.org if you want to support local booksellers. I mean, you can also write them down and go and support your local booksellers. But if you don't have one and you want to purchase online but still support indie bookstores, it's a great way to go. And you can also find the link to my Amazon shop, Enchanted Earth Press, where I have Zodiac journals, and I've got a lot more up my sleeve coming up, hopefully before Christmas time. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful, spooky weekend. Thank you for tuning into my fear weekend. Bye.